הלו טסטינג, אוקיי, נראה שזה עובד. מקווה שהכל באמת עובד. כן, אוקיי. בואו נעשה את זה, אני מניח. כי הגיע הזמן, באמת. כי זה הרי הפרק הלואוין. אז... כן. הגיע הזמן לפי הלואוין. סופית, לסיים את המשחק הזה. אז כן. בואו נעשה את זה. Slay the princess. זה אומר שנותר לי רק עוד אחד. מה שזה יהיה אומר שנותר לי רק עוד אחד. זה טכנית ייחשב לפרק הלואוין. עכשיו שאני... כן, אשכרה, 31 באוקטובר, פרק הלואוין. זה ליטרלי יהיה פרק הלואוין. ועכשיו יש לי את Driven Heart. ליטרלי מה שחדש משהו מקודם. אבל... בוא ניגש לזה. כן, זה טעם. Slay the princess. Oh boy. כבר כמה שעות. דווקא עכשיו זה פחות מ-24 שעות יוצא. אבל כן, אני עושה את זה 29, 30, 31. אני קומטת לביט, אז אני עושה את הביט. זה מה שזה הולך להיות בפרק הלואוין.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Her last path, her last cabin, her last princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Suddenly continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not unarmed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Razor. אוקיי, זה אחד חדש.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that you're here to slay.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
No!
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated. Okay.
Stabbed to death? And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Hilo.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Uh-huh. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, where'd it go? Well, Mama just said turn around and leave.
You have already committed to my completion.
Oh.
You cannot go further astray.
אני לא יכול. אני לא יכול בכלל לחזור אחורה. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The
Whoa!
interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
דבר ראשון, עכשיו הכל חתוך. אני מניח ש The Razor הוא שם יותר הגיוני, אם יש את כל זה. ודבר שני, יש את המראה הזאתי, שהיא פשוט נקייה לגמרי מאשר מכל הבלגן הזה. What the fuck?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. Oh! והמראה
The
יש
door to
לנו
the
מה?
basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Aha, very funny now, Eito.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh my god.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Mm-hmm.
As you descend
Oh!
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
שוב, יש את השני צ'יינים האלה, אבל מה יש להולווי הזה? בבייסמנט.
I wonder if she remembers us.
היא זוכרת.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
אהה.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
א', כן, ב', היא ליטרלי מחזיקה את הידיים שלה מאחורה.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
עדיף להיות armed מאשר unarmed במקרה הזה.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
לא. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
Convenient שאת אומרת את כל המילים האלה.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
אהה.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Convenient.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
She's a princess.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
הנרייטור הוא היחיד שהוא לא זוכר. שזה interesting. כאילו, הנרייטור הוא משהו שקיים בעצם בכל יוניברס, בכל עולם, אבל הוא לא בדיוק אותו הדבר, אבל בגלל שיש את הווריאנטים, אז הוא כן בסופו של דבר נהיה ריאקטיב לסיטואציה. תלוי בעצם במי יש. ועכשיו והפרינסס שומרת יותר את הסטייט שבו היא הייתה בעצם קודם. היא נשארת באיזשהו consistent state. כאילו אם הורגים אותה ומקבלים cold, אז בעצם היא הופכת להיות רוח. מה שהיא עושה אחר כך לשחקן זה משהו אחר. או לציפור הזאתי. whatever. That's exactly what happened. So you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes!
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
No reason at all! Yeah, sure.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Uh-huh.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous.
אוקיי. אז זה לא יצא טוב. אני לא יכול לעשות את אותו טריק שאני עשיתי קודם. כי... הפרינסס היא תמיד ריאקטיב לאקשנס של הפלייר. אז אם בעצם אני לא קונפידנט, אז אני לא עושה שום דבר. וזה קונסיסטנט לכל הגרסאות של הפרינססים. זה היה לי ככה עם... קולד וסמיטן. זה היה לי ככה עם קולד וסמיטן. או סמיטן קולד. ככה זה משתנה בצ'פטר 3. היה לי גם פרנויד קולד. שזה ליטרלי בפרק הקודם.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
אבל הפרינסס כבר השתנתה. אני לא יכול לעשות עם זה כלום. זה לא סמיטן או פרנויד. שבו זה נראה יותר פאסיבל. גם אפילו שפרנויד היה ממש אינטרסטינג. עכשיו שאני חושב על זה, הגרסה של פרנויד הוא קצת אינטרסטינג. כאילו זה חצי בחיים, חצי מתה. חצי ריל, חצי דד. ועדיין הייתי יכול להרוג אותה ולקבל את קולד. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
By a dime.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
I'm not gonna... Oh my god.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
He can armed. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls
Oh.
her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Oh. Okay.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
ספוילר, אבל על פי מה שאני יודע בגרייד אייס אטרני, ג'זל ברד ליטרלי מסתירה מתחת לחצאית או סקרט. היא ליטרלי נמצאת פה. ככה היה הנשק שלה, הרובה, הגן שהיה בגרייד אייס. אני לא רוצה לגשת לשמה, אבל טכנית...
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
חזרה לכל הרגיל.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit.
Oh my god!
With a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
I know it.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
היא יכולה בקלות לצאת משם עם זה סכין.
and those chains stop her from continuing to advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
And just... מה קורה? נראה לי זה אולי בין הפעמים היחידות שבו הצ'יינס אשכרה עושים משהו.
And then she slices through her arm.
Never mind!
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
בוא נזוז.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Seriously?
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
אני מצטער לראות את המסך הזה ככה, אבל עכשיו זה אשכרה מראה את העכבר ליד השנייה.
She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that.
בוא.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
רגע, זה צ'פטר 3! The Arms Race. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
אני מניח שכן.
What? The interior of the cabin is a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
נראה שעשינו טלפורט ישר על הקאבן.
I feel dizzy.
אבל וואו, עכשיו הכל נראה חתוך פה.
Oh, I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
מי אבל אני מקבל פה? מי יש פה? חייב להיות עוד אחד.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Hunted. Voice of the Hunted. Okay.
Yeah, but for whom? Someone
Paranoid!
is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
פאפט חוזר!
But what if
אלא זה
that
פרנואיד.
someone is us, eh? Wouldn't that be neat?
אוקיי, זה 3 voicing.
If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already.
זה 3 voicing. פרנואיד חוזר והhunted. Interesting.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
שלישי.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real.
אבל הם לא. Literally זה הכל game.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
זה מטורף שאין לי בכלל choiceים פה.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
אבל יש את המירו ממול.
What if winning is the wrong move? It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
יש את המראה שלא באמת קיימת.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror. Finally!
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us.
רגע, אבל... למה... רגע, שנייה, הולדר, למה קיבלתי שתי וויסים הפעם? עכשיו חושב... למה קיבלתי שתי וויסים? בדרך כלל בצ'פטר 3, כן, אני משיג... cold. אבל... ידעתי שהיה משהו fucked up ברייזר. אבל... כאן אני קיבלתי haunted ופרנויד.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
We meet again!
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
אבל מצד אחר זה יביא אותנו לקולד. ואז אחר כך היא אשכרה תהיה בלתי מנוצחת, כי אף פעם לא הייתי יכול להתקדם אחרי קולד.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
לא ציפיתי שהיא כבר תחתוך את שני הידיים שלה.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
I know. We're fighting her, obviously.
I guess we have a weapon. Okay, I'm in. Let's do this. This can't be the right answer. It's too easy. Well, if we die, we die, right? Then we can try again next time. Are you sure?
אם אנחנו מתים קודם לפני שמה שיקח את הפרינצס ייקח את הפרינצס, אז יהיה צ'קמייט. See, but that's the brilliance of it. Of it all. She doesn't think we have it in us to win.
Yeah, no more moping. We're gonna fight her and we're gonna win. Blade poised to strike, you charge the princess.
Oh, so you do want to fight, huh? Okay. Yes, I love this. Try to stab me. Try to stab me and see what happens.
Here goes. We can make this work. Yes, if we pay attention, we won't die. Yeah, mind over matter, mind over matter, mind over matter. What if we can't do this? You and the princess exchange a flurry of blows, and you manage to narrowly avoid death several times. Until finally you see it. An opening. It's a trick. Don't take it. No, screw that. Ours. Ours. I called it. It's ours, and we're taking it.
And that's it.
And you do take it. But as you close in, yet another blade erupts from the princess. You have no time to react before you feel it sliding through your ribs.
Huh?
A trick. I knew it. I told you to be careful of tricks. What? From where? From her knee, apparently.
Oh my god!
Oh, too slow.
Oh, that's bullshit. Bloody unfair.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Unfortunately, for the sake of the world, fair doesn't factor into this. Another of her blades comes slicing up to finish the job. She skewers you. Ow.
Ribbons! I'm going to make you ribbons. This is so much fun and I want to celebrate.
It would have worked if we just stabbed her harder.
Stubborn?
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
שאלה טובה, מה קורה פה?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time?
אולי.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
I hope.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Stubborn, זה באמת חדש.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving, it's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
אני אסדר את זה.
Come on, show me something new.
זה כמו mass panic debate של טאנר רומפארד V3, אני אסתדר. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can harass if we don't let ourselves feel it. It doesn't work, and she goes again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Hi, Cold.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Oh my god, kama יש לה.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Hey, contrarian.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Hey, broken.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist? Okay.
She skewers you.
Kama voicing yes.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think.
Skeptic.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4! Mutually assured destruction.
You're on it. Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Hold on, Chapter 4!
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
לפחות, כן.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
עשיתי את זה קודם ומודתי על דיסטרביישן.
over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
וואו. כמה הרבה voicing.
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Huh.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
גאד, הרבה זמן לא שמעתי את סמיתן. דבר שני, אין לי צ'ויסים יותר. אני ליטרלי נזרקתי in the dust.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Speed on time.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
כמה הרבה בליידים, oh my god.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
כן, זה interesting.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
רגע. זה רק אני או שכל השמלה עכשיו זה בעצם סכינים.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
איתו?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Okay.
Really? Okay then.
בוא נחזיר את הנרייטור.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw
What
meat
the
as it
fuck?
stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All
my
that remains in
God!
the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
What the fuck? מה זה?
Are you ready for what comes next?
את לא יכולה אפילו לדבר.
Holy shit!
טוב, לפחות יש רק one weak spot.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Perfect woman? Yeah, sure, stubborn.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
הלוואי.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
שאלה טובה.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
טכנית לא חייב את ההארט, חייב הרבה דברים אחרים בשביל שיהיה משהו בחיים, אבל... ההארט זה מה שמחפש בעצם הדבר הזה. ההארט.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
Empty your mind.
What just happened?
Oh.
It's so quiet.
חזרנו לפה. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
כי זה הסוף. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Warren still master herself and vanquished a sharp foe. Okay. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you feel what's to come. This is a good ending. כי נלקחת על ידי הידיים. You do not gaze to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh! You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. כן, זה נראה כמו עורב. Are you mean?
I think you know what I am.
Oh! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. A narrator. So, you're the narrator, I was wondering. You're the narrator. I was wondering if I'll ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh! What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh my god. Others like you? You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris?
I do. People out
Or
there are
hubris.
real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Doesn't hurt when pieces of you break off like that.
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Are you part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Oh. my god, כמה questions, אני לא יכול לשאול הכל. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it was even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Run out of question. Death of the author. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the one quiet. Not quiet. All of this is you. You are the one quiet. If as the sent God. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. שנייה, רגע. אז יש את הקונסטרוקט ויש את ה-long quiet. מי נחשב על הקונסטרוקט? Who is the construct בדיוק? כי אם אני ה-long quiet, אז זה אומר שכל האזור הזה עם הנוצות זה ה-long quiet. אז האם הקונסטרוקט זה מה שלוקח את הפרינסס? Proceed to the cabin one last time. A piercing heart in a cage of iron. Bring the razor full to her. Okay. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh. Oh! Hi, Shuv.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Again, near long quiet.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I am the long quiet. I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
As a near long quiet, the art a shifting mound. As mother concept. Mother concept us. Im art a shifting mound, the near long quiet. Mother concept. Okay. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Oh, as a narrator? Jetzt habe the construct. Okay. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Come on, options! There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Oh. Okay. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh!
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive didn't put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Wow. Countless leaders, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it's all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Oh! And first, between choosing your... Oh my god. Karate Polopo. This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
Because I don't have any choice.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
So,
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be, preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
There's a clash between you. Abates. The princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Oh.
you don't have to do it alone.
Hero! Hi! Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Where is everyone else?
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Oh.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yalla, buonasera. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh. Sketch him, Shuv.
And here we are.
Strange
I'd say
beginnings.
we were back where it all
Big
started,
get-
but
big
I
get
guess it's a little
strange
after
endings.
that, isn't it?
בדיוק איך שזה היה אצל קונטרריאן.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort
Oh.
in an almost unfamiliar place.
Hey, Contrarian!
Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
אני מניח שכן. Is it really just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there.
jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin for us, for all time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore.
יש בעצם ניחוש לאן כל אחד יכול, מאיפה כל אחד בא. אבל עכשיו אני שם לב, יש פה הרבה פרינססים? זה חלק משיפטינג מאונד. כן, הגיוני, אנחנו בתוך השיפטינג מאונד. רק למה יש פה חלל?
It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
או לא.
I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Wow, contrarian. It's funny, after everything he put us through. Kind of sad to see him go.
Me too. He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with. Yeah, it's
Wow.
complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
האם כדאי לקחת את הבלייד או לא? נראה לי אני אכנס בלי בלייד.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
בהצלחה, קונטרריאן.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Continue down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
ואין chains בכלל. זה אמור להיות מוטיף למשהו? הרי כל הזמן הייתה נעולה ביד. בשבילנו זה שמאל. בשבילנו זה שמאל. אבל כל הזמן היה את הצ'יין הזה פה, אבל ביד ימין לא היה, זה תמיד היה ככה.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
יוצא מה שיוצא!
Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. Oh. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. We really are the same.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about.
Contrarian?
I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
I don't know. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we like her version of us too. Turning the wheel on the cosmic cycle together, but that's not a choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage of you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. I find that courage beautiful. But that's the worst part. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us. כן, הייתי אומר שמבחינת choiceים זה כאילו ממש תלוי בעצם במהו ה-choice שבעצם נעשה. אז בעצם... Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes. That feels right to us.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
So good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
So, now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we.
A long quiet was shifting mound. Gods. Interesting.
So, you might as well embrace it.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
I've always wanted to live with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door just as we are. Just you and me.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Aww.
Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Are you two going to be okay alone?
We're not alone. We have each other. And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Leave with the princess, Emilio. You lead, and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling the space that was used to be flooded with violence, and words and noisy thoughts. Okay, I'll continue the vote, boy. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see the tension seize them. They are unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass.
אבל עכשיו אין את הצ'יינס. עכשיו ליטרלי לא היה את הצ'יינס. בכלל.
It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together. With someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there.
And that is why we're here. We can't wait to see it with you.
And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. The credits! איזה נעים, זה אשכרה כן מרגיש. או, זה היה רק שני וויסים? הולד. זה היה רק שני וויס אקטורים? וואו! שאפו, וואו, אין לי מילים. וואו. ניתן לקרדיטים האלה לעבוד. זה אשכרה כן יוצא love story, כמו שזה אמר בהתחלה. אין לי מילים. זה באמת פועל כמו דוקי דוקי ליטרצ'ר קלוב, שזה למה יש את סרניטי פורד, שהם כנראה למדו מ-DDLC בסלייד הפרינסס, אבל וואו! פשוט וואו! זה סלייד הפרינסס! מה אני חושב על זה? 100% זה משחק שמחייב יותר מחשבה. זה 100% משחק שמחייב הרבה יותר מחשבה. Or a song. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Okay. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. לא נראה שאני יכול לעשות סקרינשוט ב-conventional means, אז אני אעשה דרך הטלפון. כן. Princess to be everything. The shifting mound movement hard. The gray fire. The shifting mound movement shine. Supplication. The shifting mound movement challenge. I'm taking what I own. The shifting mound movement alba. Mutually escalated destruction. The long quiet. The shifting mound movement Hamesh. Transformation. The unknown together. And now that you have finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab. And it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. זה המעבר ל-100%. אבל זה לא היה הפואנטה של הרן הזה. הרן הזה לא היה, הפואנטה שלו זה לא היה ל-100%. זה היה איך שאני מרגיש עם emotions. זה איך שהלב שלי מרגיש. נגיד את זה ככה. אבל אוקיי. זה אשכרה, המשחק כן עוזר בעצם ל-100%. Join the Discord, join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist, play our other games. Don't make me. Make playlist! Oh. Okay. Hold on. What? No, they said make your playlist. Opa. נעשה את זה ככה. Oh! Oh, זה Spotify. אשכרה ספוטיפיי ליסט. Slay the Princess Part 2. Part 1, Part 2. What do you mean Part 2? Monster Man Part 2! אוקיי, נשמור את זה פשוט בצד אצלי. Follow us somewhere else. זה פתח לי בצד שני, אני אראה אחר כך. זה מחזיר אותנו לצ'אנל. לפה. אז יש סלייד הפרינצס וסקארלט הולו. הנה כן, זה אותו דף שאני נכנסתי לקונטנט וורנינגס. למי שזוכר בעצם קודם. באתי לפה בשביל הקונטנט וורנינגס. עכשיו יש עוד הרבה endings שנותרו לי. הנה, דיסקורד, מיילינג ליסט, פטריון, בלו סקאי, טמבלר, אינסטגרם, טיק טוק, מידיום, סטים, לסטר פרינסס וסקארלט הולו, רדיט, לסקארלט הולו וסלייט פרינסס, טוויטר והמרץ'. בשבילי זה יותר מטורף שבו הם הצליחו לעשות משחק עם שני וויס אקטורים שעושים את כל הוויסים. אז באמת שאפו לסלייד הפרינסס. באמת שאפו. שאפו אחד אמיתי, אני לא יכול להגיד שום דבר אחר. נראה לי שזה יהיה הכל. אז הנה מפה יש בייסיקלי יש הכל. יש הכל בפלו אוסם רולס. Player other games is Scarlet Hollow. יהיה לי קצת מעניין לראות איך זה יהיה. Return to main menu. Beginnings and endings. Vessels. The night and the wraith. The razor, the stranger, the damsel, the ray. There's a hero and princess, the spaces between, and at the end of everything, beginnings and ends of this. Reset the gallery. למה שאני אעשה reset? אז הייתי טאוור, אחר כך נייטמר. נייטמר אל הגריי. והיה לי דאמזל אל רייף. יש לי גם רייזר. מה אם אני אלחץ על זה? Oh. Oh. Interesting. מראה cinematics שונים. זה interesting שלסטרנג'ר יש לה הכל חוץ מאחד. See through her eyes at the end of everything. Oh. Oh, לא היה לי את הסינמטיק, כי זה היה הראשון שהשגתי. The end of everything. Then both of you to an incomplete existence. יש משהו מאוד quiet. זה ההתחלה. זה ההתחלה של הסטורי. And then I find the prisoner, find the specter, find the witch, find the beast, find the adversary. Get her to break her own chain. Always leave a means of easy egress. Everything would be so easy if you just do exactly as I say and as quickly as you can. first smelled the wood rot. Oh! Interesting. כן, תראו את זה. בכל אנדינג שבו יש את המראה, זה לא מופיע בכלל. כל פעם שבו אמורים להראות את המראה בכלל לא מופיעה. אני לא עומד עכשיו לעשות 100%. אני עשיתי את החוק שלי עם הדרכים שלי. אז סליי דה פרינסס יצטרך בעצם לחכות לאחר כך. וואו, איזה הלווין! וואו, אני לא יודעת... אין לי כזה מה לחשוב על סליי דה פרינסס. זה פשוט משחק מטורף. אבל מה זאת אומרת סליי דה פרינסס פארט 1 לפי ה-OST? או ליתר לפי הספוטיפיי? וואטאבר, אני אסתדר עם זה אחר כך. אז אם ככה אז אני אסיים את הלייב של היום פה. וואו, איזה מטורף. כאן ירין, ניפגש בסרטון עליו הבא של איתו גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם, וזה היה הסיום של סליי דה פרינסס. ירין, out. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.